What's up, Workins and Jeff? Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Hannah, the weather is perfect right now. 71, clear skies, no wind, no rain, sunny, beautiful. Speaking of which, let's see if we can't get that bat phone going. Megan, the mule that you said you wouldn't drink for festival holidays is amazing. I don't doubt it if you like mules. I don't like mules. I don't like ginger drinks, is the problem. I like ginger with my sushi, and I'll eat a gingerbread cookie, but I don't like drinks with ginger, pretty much. Nancy Fonda at John Wayne Airport right now after 4 days at the park. Great weather. Yeah, the weather was great. I'm sorry, doesn't that suck though? Like that flight home after 4 days of bliss, of park bliss. I feel that, man. I feel like it's such a bummer sitting in an airport, spending an entire day flying. Although you're going, where are you going? Are you going back east? John Cook, do you think nostalgia will ever override progress at Disneyland? Interesting you mentioned that, because I just did a video for FreshBaked Presents. I shot it today. It'll probably get posted tomorrow, maybe, on FreshBaked Presents. It's a desk video, and it's a 20-minute rant about them closing the ticket booths in the Esplanade. I don't know if you've heard, but the last remaining ticket booths in the proper Esplanade, they're still selling tickets out there, but over there anyway. And it's really bumming me out. It's really bumming me out how Disney's sort of forgetting that kind of guest. So yeah, I think that nostalgia could come back as a guest of the fans of Disneyland are ready and always love the nostalgia, but I think that Disney is leaving that behind themselves. So there's not much we can do about it. If Disney's deciding that they want everything to go digital, then that's what's going to happen. Michael Head, my fresh baked Christmas ornament is arriving tomorrow. You guys, I don't know if you saw, if you're on the app, we have some Christmas merch available at freshbakedpresents.com. Just go to that site, freshbakedpresents.com, and that's our web-based app, and it's also our merch shop. We've got a whole bunch of Christmas merch coming up. I think that we finally got the Ride of Tree shirt up. The Ride of Tree shirt is up, and there's more. There's more. The booths are probably closed to get ready for Portos. I get that, Brian, but they've already closed. It's the right booths that were closed for Portos. It's the left booths that they recently closed on Sunday. Those have nothing to do with Portos. They're closing them simply because they're scaling down. They're shortening cast. They're closing those booths because they don't want to be in the buy tickets on property business. It's the only thing you can take from that. It has nothing to do with Portos. Jeffrey Allen, you're like a woman from not working and going to Disneyland every day. I don't understand what that means. Jeffrey, do you want to elaborate that, or should you let me feel offended? What is it you're trying to say, sir? Can you explain a little on the tier number for busy and not busy days? Well, that's just the tier number is based on Disney has 6 or 7 different tiers for pricing. Tier 0 is the cheapest ticket. Tier 6 is the highest priced ticket. Tier 0 is $104. Tier 6 is $209 million. I can't remember, it's 200 something, $234, I think it is. So I'm sure you're asking in relation to what inferences we make, what deductions we make with regarding that. We feel like the tier 0 days with the $104 tickets are actually a precursor to possibly it being really busy, because that's when all the people who are waiting for a cheaper ticket go to the park. And then the higher price days are less busy because people don't want to spend $234.9 million to go to Disneyland. So they're opting out. Nate gets the $6. Thank you. Brianna Bowles would like a chocolate croissant from the Jolly Holiday. Let me see if the bat phone's working yet. No, it is not. I gotta wait a little bit. We're at 2%. But I will get you handled. Don't you worry. Regina Phalanges. I understood that reference. I've never been to Disney World, and after watching your videos, I definitely don't feel like I'm missing out. You are. You absolutely, definitely. What is it about my videos that making you not want to go to Magic or to Disney World? Is it just the food? Because the food sucks at Magic Kingdom. But Animal Kingdom is amazing. Epcot is amazing. I love Magic Kingdom. What is it that you're getting that I'm not understanding? Indiana Jones gets the $10. Thank you. Going to Disneyland during the holidays for the first time, going from December 14 to 16. Previously only went during Halloween or summer. Getting Lightning Lane, how much busier will it be? I mean, it's going to be, the 14th is going to be a zoo. Probably the 15th too, and probably also the 16th. It's going to be a zoo. So I'm not sure how to, what more to say. Why don't you just leave the bat phone plugged in? Well, I'm charging other things and then I just forget about it. I don't know why people are pressed about that, to be honest. I got some sort of grief about that last week too, or time before that. Like, why don't you get up there and, plug it in an hour before the show? Because I forget. It's, dude, I'm trying to buy people a treat. I'm trying to be nice. And you're like, you're not being nice enough. You're not being nice enough. Be better at being nice. Thanks, guys. Give me a minute. We'll get you handled, Brianna. Don't you worry about it. Sir Malms from Toronto was 1 inch away from winning. There were several, I don't want to hear from Toronto fans, to be perfectly honest. There were several different ways they could have won that series across both games. They were definitely to blame for losing that series. It wasn't any sort of bad luck or anything like that. I mean, I get it with the inches and this and that. They had plenty of opportunities to win that series. They let the Dodgers win. David K., how much longer do you think we'll have to wait for a new Tomorrowland? A while. About as long as we've already waited. This is in no hurry. They got a lot on their plate. They've got Avengers: Infinite Defense. Then they've got Avatar, and they've got the Eastern Gateway, Coco. So I mean, it's not going to happen before any of that is done, right? So they're going to have to wait until at least until Avatar's done. With a party of 3, how do I get my whole party on one Lightning Lane? Sarah, you got to have one person be in charge, and then that person has the other tickets on their app. So it's one person making the reservation for everybody. But you just have to scan their tickets into your app or whoever is the leader. But there should always be one leader of a group in terms of, managing the app. Let's see. Nate gifted $6. Thank you. Universal is in talks as of tonight to buy Warner Brothers. It was them or Netflix, right? Would be huge for them to not have to pay for Harry Potter IP and ads. DC as well. Yeah, that would be huge. That would be huge for the parks, at least. Okay, so I see Jeffrey's still at it. So I'm correct that I was supposed to be offended by that statement. Is that right? By his question? I haven't been able to follow. I haven't seen it anymore, but I see people talking back to him. What will Autopia be like with electric cars? Quiet, which I don't think is good. I like the noise of Autopia, and I've mentioned that on more than one occasion. I believe that you will miss the noise. You will absolutely miss the noise. Let's see. Myongjae fan, Toronto fumbled a series they could have easily won. They should have won. They should have won that series. I thought that series was over on so many occasions, and they just let them hang around. They let them win. The Dodgers showed a lot to me. And I remember watching that series. I'm like, the reason why, if the Dodgers win this, it'll be because they did the fundamentals. Same thing as last year. They were better at the fundamentals. They made bigger plays when they had to. When a big play was needed, they made it. And not that Toronto didn't make big plays, but they also didn't make big plays. You know what I mean? Like, they made some big plays, but they also didn't make ones that they should have. That slide at home, or what should not have been a slide, is an example. BH, get the $2. Why doesn't Disneyland offer a NorCal Magic Key? Well, all keys are open to everybody. I'm not sure what you mean. You're in NorCal, you could buy a Magic Key right now. I mean, they have a SoCal key, but that's because Disneyland is in SoCal. Actually, they don't even call it the SoCal key, really, but it's for SoCal guests. But that's just simply because because it's a SoCal park. Put Disneyland in NorCal, and they'll make a NorCal key. I hate the noise and smell, says My Blue JL. I love the noise and smell. Boris is here. Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up because my chat has been acting very strange. Marshall, the SoCal Magic Keys aren't really worth it though. If you work if you work a Monday through Friday 9 to 5, the SoCal key is pretty useless. Actually, I would have to agree with that. BH, get the $2. Thank you. Disney can pump engine sound in EV like Ford does. I mean, that's what I suggested. That there's a video. We did a video when that story broke initially about them going EV, and I said that they're going to have to put something. They're going to have to pump in some kind of noise just to create. I think it's 5% will do, just to create something that like a radio maybe. I'm thinking put in a radio show or something. I don't know. I missed a super chat. Let me go back. Oh, there it is. Jamie Graham gifted $10. Thank you. We'll be at Disneyland December 1st to the 5th. I hope to see you. I think, yeah, I should be there one of those days at least. They don't block us out until the last week, and so that's till the 18th. So I should be there for at least one of those days. Going on September 13th on a Tier 0 day, should I get a lightning lane? That one of the valid strategies that I've heard is don't get lightning lane on a Tier 6 day. Get lightning lane on a Tier 0 day. Meaning, if you want to splurge on the higher ticket days, so that you get a smaller crowd, then you can offset some of that expense by not getting lightning lane. Go on a $104 day and get lightning lane, and it makes the day a little bit more, possible. Because when it's super busy, it's hard to get anything done on lightning lane. Okay, so are we? I'm ready for Brianna. I think I'm going to try to be ready here at least. Let's see. I forget what she wanted. She wanted criminally. I forgot what she wanted. Oh, Brianna Bell's 2 in party croissant from Jolly Holiday. It's a jolly holiday with Mary. What? Just a base? Oh, a chocolate croissant. Okay. Let's see. Chocolate croissant, 2 in a party. Well, we'll get 2 of them then. 1 for each of you? Let's see. More food. Do you guys hear that? My daughter's coming. Hey, princess. Good night, honey. Mwah. Oh, that's right. You're a cat now, huh? Okay, good night, kitty cat. Was Oogie Boogie successful? I don't know, actually. I don't know. And we're having an issue already. Let me try this other way. Let me go this way, dining. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. No, I want, no. What is going on here? Dining. Jolly holiday. That's Tiki. Why is this taking, oh my gosh. This is so frustrating. I'm gonna have to get a proper camera so that I can use my phone. That's Refreshment Corner. Dude, why is it not showing up? Jolly holiday. There we go. Okay, 7:30. Did Boris just go by? When I'm in here, he likes to come in here. Okay, chocolate croissant. We're getting there. Butter, milk chocolate. Dos. Review. I'm friends with someone who plays Mickey for Toontown, and they said a lot of cast called in sick because they don't want to be part of the first week, if possible, the days of Oogie Boogie. I get that, but I'll tell you this also. That is a quick way to get fired. That's a quick way to lose your job because Disney's aware of that. They're aware of people's, predilections in that sense. And they're prepared. And they're like, if you don't want to do what's being asked of you, then you may not have employment. You know what I mean? The thing is that you've got to do what your job is. You apply for the job, you got the job, you ask for the job, do the job. I don't like that kind of thinking, to be honest. Even if I don't like whatever it is that's happening at Oogie Boogie. Find something else to do if you don't like that. Is that harsh? Is that too callous? Okay, we're good. Orders placed. Okay, let's see, I hit the purchase button. Okay, your code is 6651. Order number is 6651. It'll be ready in about a couple minutes. Okay, let me get that. Indiana Jones, get the $5. Thank you. My wife asks what you like the most about the holidays at Disneyland. Lights. I love Christmas lights. Meh, 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 meh. I absolutely love Christmas lights. Brittany, patiently waiting or watching for Storybook in case it's unit open early like Big Thunder. It's been confirmed November 14th. It's going to open on the first day of the guys. The holiday season, everything will be open. Everything. The whole park. Unless something breaks down or something bad happens between now and then in the next 8 days. But in 8 days, every single attraction will be open at Disneyland. That's a big deal. Deal Dad, is Disneyland execs ever acknowledged your awesome analysis videos and asked for your input? No. Well, they've never asked for my input before. I have heard through the grapevine that I made a video about should Bob Chapek be fired. And I heard that there was an executive or two that were like, but other than that, no. Let's see. Okay, Indiana. Did I miss another one? No, I think I'm okay there. All right. Can you live stream on your laptop? Yes, no. The reason why I use my phone is because it has an automatic, I don't have to set anything up. I don't have to use a streaming software or anything like that to launch the thing. I could just press go live. So I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't need a lot of bells and whistles typically. But I like to take the path of least resistance on most things that I do. So on my phone, the YouTube app just says, there's a button I just basically press that says go live. And it's super easy. From the Foodie Guide, what are you most looking forward to? We did a video on that at FreshBaked Presents also. We reviewed the entire thing and everything that's new. I can't think of anything that really struck me as like, oh my gosh, I need to try that. It's actually quite similar to the menu from last year, to be perfectly honest. So I'm hoping, what I'm looking forward to is maybe seeing if the other foods that sucked last year, if they're a little bit better, like the mashup, that mashed potatoes with the chicken nugget thing, which I almost gagged. I'm hoping we don't have that experience this year. Why are there so many empty buildings in Tomorrowland? Because they don't want to commit any money to redoing those, to making something new, because they think they're going to rebuild Tomorrowland. So why put in $50 million to do something and then tear it down again in 10 years? And it makes perfect sense, except that they can't get up off their ass and actually come up with something and move and decide and commit to a Tomorrowland project. So those buildings just sit there languishing while Disney tries to figure out what the hell they're going to do with Tomorrowland. Nate, get the $2. My Blue JL had a super chat above. Hit the like button. Did I miss that? I don't see one. Huh. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding. Disney Adventure Hub gifted $5. Thank you, David. Just want you to know how much I appreciate you and your content. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you a thumbs up for that. Jasmine Harrison, they're watching for sure. I know they're watching. I just don't know if they are, you know, if they're like, yeah, that's right, David, you nailed it. Or I'm certainly positive they're not asking for any of my advice. I'm positive that's not happening. I know they're watching, but I think it's just to sort of kind of keep a finger on the pulse of what, you know, vloggers and people are saying about Disney, but not necessarily, they're not looking at me and saying, seeing if I'm making any valid observations. I doubt it. How is the weather in early March? Weather in early March is quite possibly the single best weather you're going to hear or have in Southern California all year. Hippo Blocks, why don't you do what Laughing Place, where they have someone who runs the software remotely? Because I don't, like I said, I'm a one-man show, you guys. I'm a one-man show. Well, other than I have editors, but I don't involve a lot of people in the operation, and for whatever reason, that's just the way I like it. I just do things as easily as possible. The camera's probably better too. Of course it is. Of course it is. I would use, one of my fancy cams, and it would obviously be a better picture, but I can't be bothered. I'm sorry. I am so busy, you guys. My life is just from bell to bell, constant busy. And it's difficult for me to find, to determine where my energies and my concentration should be focused. For me, this live stream is a break. It's a break from the rest of my day. It's a break, and to be able to all I just want to do is talk to you guys. And I'm not worried about the picture. I'm not worried about, all that other stuff. I don't, as long as you guys are fine, I'm fine. Are you guys fine? Are you guys happy? Michael Budlong, no impossible food. I noticed that. Nothing impossible this year at Festival of Holidays. Pandora, David, love the show. You don't need to change the live. Appreciate all you do. Thank you very much for that, Pandora. There we go. We got a lot of support for me just being chill about this. I appreciate that. Deal Dad, Country Bear Jamboree or Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, would you trade back? I prefer dark rides. I prefer rides over shows, personally. I like shows. I think shows are needed for balance, but I'm going to choose a ride over a show, most typically. I feel like there's too many shows at Hollywood Studios, and there's probably too many shows at Magic Kingdom, but I don't want shows to go away. I'd rather the Fantasyland Theater stay where it is. I like things the way they are, basically. But I want a show at Fantasyland Theater. I don't want it to be an empty stadium where they don't do anything for 6 months out of the year. Do you think Disney will screw up the Coco ride? No, not at least. I'm very confident about Disney's ability to make a good Coco ride. I'm very confident about Disney's ability to make a good Avatar ride. Pardon me? There wasn't, see, I'm scrolling. It may be just gone. I don't know. My chat is acting weird, differently than it normally does. Are you able to tell me what the question was? Oh wait, let's try that. Oh, there it is. I found it. My Blue JL gifted $10. Thank you. Hey, Fresh Baked. I did a 3D animation explaining the Harbor Bridge. Interesting. I would love you to see it and give me feedback. Yes, I would like to see that. Send it to me. Send it to me at freshbakedisney@gmail.com. Is it a big file? Can you send it? Can you send it through email? Okay, where was I? Kelly Dooling, you do work really hard. Maybe take some real time off with family, no videos. Liz and I talk about this all the time. She's very understanding of. I'm just trying to work until I'm done. Like I just want to work nonstop until I hit a certain until I've made enough money or whatever and I can just stop. But until then, I don't know how to stop. I just don't know how. I try and I take breaks, but I feel like I'm losing ground if I do. I don't know how to fix that, to be honest. You're right. I know you're right, and same thing with my wife. She's right, but it's just really, really hard for me. It's just I don't know how else to put it. It's just really difficult for me, and it's not even a workaholic issue. It's because I don't think I am a workaholic. And because people throw that around like they're proud of it. I would not be proud of, if I thought of myself as a workaholic. I wouldn't be proud of that, because that just usually means something else is being sacrificed in order to do that. And I try my best to have balance. It's just hard. It's difficult. If it wasn't for Liz, I would never take breaks. I would never go on vacations. And we do a lot of like weekender type stuff. We'll do an overnight trip or something. Things that I never would have considered doing in the past. So she's actually gotten me to do more of that, in spite of whatever my tendencies are. It's still not enough, but I try. Okay. Deborah, get the $10. Thank you, David. You are the best. I'm hoping that the Golden Horseshoe once again has entertainment soon. Aren't we all? Aren't we all hoping that? I have very low expectations, but yes, I would agree with that. Lister Heb gifted $7. Thank you. Hey, David, when are you in the parks next? I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow. I heard a rumor that they're going to put Country Bear Jamboree in DCA. I would love to hear the source for that rumor. I have not heard that, nor do I think it's going to happen. I don't think there's any chance. I mean, I have a hunch as to why people think that, but that's not a rumor. People can just say stuff, and then they put it on the internet, and everybody says, "Oh, that person said this. That must mean it's based on something." People could just say they should put Country Bear. I think they're going to put Country Bear Jamboree in DCA because Big Al. Because Big Al's at Grizzly. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Myongje fan says, personally, I don't think Country Bear Jamboree is popular enough to go in DCA. It's not popular enough at all. There's a reason why Disney closes attractions. There's a reason why they change from Adventures Through Inner Space to Star Tours, or from Country Bear to Winnie the Pooh. And it's because the ride that's being replaced wasn't good enough. It wasn't drawing crowds. It wasn't drawing an audience. Whereas the other thing that they're putting in there is better for the bottom line. It's either they draw a bigger audience like at Star Tours, or in the case of Winnie the Pooh, they sell a ton more merchandise for Winnie the Pooh than they do for Country Bears. Andrew Circo, if you're in the parks making a video, do you like it when fans come up or say hi or just yell Fresh Baked, or would you rather us not say hi so we don't mess up the video? No, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm totally fine. I know sometimes I'll be filming and I keep going. Sometimes I'll be filming and I'll keep going for a little bit. I hear you and you have registered with me, but I gotta finish my shot. I gotta finish it because I'm in the middle of saying something, right? So it may look like I'm ignoring you, but I just want to finish what I'm saying. And then I stop the camera and I turn around and I say hi. The only thing that I really ever feel awkward or weird about is in the bathroom. Like, try to see if you can wait until I'm out of the bathroom. I don't know. That's the only time. That's the only time I'm ever like, no, this is not good. This is not the right time. Don't you think they should bring back Mission to Mars? No, I don't. Not at all. I've been to Mission to Mars, or whatever they call it, Mission Space at Epcot, and it's a different show, obviously, but no, those shows are in the past. Ryan Ringler, we heard people today at the park yelling Fresh Baked. I wasn't in the park today, so I'm not sure why they're yelling it. Derek, is it controversial to be more drawn to original rides that tell their own stories instead of relying on pre-existing intellectual properties? I don't know if it's controversial, but certainly there is something to be said for Space Mountain. These are the best rides in the park. Space Mountain, Big Thunder, Haunted Mansion, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Those are the 4 best rides in the park. Well, you got to throw Indiana Jones in there. People will put Indiana Jones. That's something. But that's actually one of the very first, IP-based attractions when you think about it in Star Tours. But at least 4 of the top 5 are non-IP based attractions. There's something to be said for that. Matterhorn, 5 of 6. That's how I put Indy. For me personally is 6. Indy's great and I love the queue, but I would rather ride Matterhorn, Space Mountain, Big Thunder, what was the other ones I said? Haunted Mansion or Pirates. I would rather ride any of those 5 than Indiana Jones. There is something to be said about that. But the problem is that we don't exist in a world, not even rights, no. We don't exist in a world where that's possible. It was possible back then because there was no such thing as a theme park. There were amusement parks, but Disneyland is a unique creation that broke the mold of that kind of thing. And it was led by a person who didn't give a single F about what anybody else thought. He wanted to build, before he died, the thing that he wanted to build. And it was his vision, and it was what he wanted. And if he wanted Haunted Mansion and Pirates, then that's what he was going to build. He thought he wanted it because he thought you would like it, but it was still his. It wasn't a committee. It wasn't based on any kind of sort of study, or they weren't doing market research or anything like that. He just said, I think people want to see a Pirates ride, and I think people want to see Haunted Mansion, and so he built it. That doesn't exist today. Epic Universe, the people who built Epic are the closest I think that we've ever gotten to that kind of thinking, but they're still all IP-based attractions. Except for, the best ride, in my opinion, is a non-IP-based attraction. The best attraction is Stardust Racers. And I really dig that carousel too. But, again, there's just no chance. They cost too much money. I think we have this conversation last week. They cost too much money. There's too much risk of failure for them to do things that may or may not work. They want a sure thing. They want to get as close to a sure thing as possible. And the way you do that is, unfortunately, IP-based attractions. That is the velvet rope to anything that they're building in the future. Is what IP is it based on? How did we get here? I forget. Hey, you guys want to talk about fast food? We talk about fast food every week too. Will Star Wars Life Day be happening this year? I haven't heard anything one way or the other, but I would assume so. Did you ever get the chance to go on Alien Counter at Magic Kingdom? No, I did not. Who's the kid in the first two vids? I'm not sure. You're talking about like the very first two ever? Like from 13 years ago? When was your last trip to Del Taco? Maybe a week ago, I think. I think I was there a week ago. Nate gifted $3 or $2. Thank you. More thumbs up, everyone. If you love these lives, show it. That kid is my son. That's my son. Yeah, if there was a kid in my videos from 13 years ago, that's my son. He just didn't want to, you know, the show's changed a lot since then. I'm not sure why we would hang up on that, but he just didn't. He stopped being interested in Disney. Steak bites at Arby's. I heard about this. I haven't tried them yet. Are they good? I do love Arby's, but I just like the classic Arby's sandwich. That's pretty much all I ever get. Did you see the waterfall is back on Big Thunder on top of the hill? I did, yes. I'm actually editing a video as we speak. Well, not as we speak. This hour is a break from doing that. When I'm done here, I'm going to go back to finishing editing that video. I do still edit some of the videos. So I'm putting together a Big Thunder, like before and after video. And I'm hoping to have that done tonight and ready for publication tomorrow. Did Earl's Sandwich finally close? No, it is still open. Do you miss Bugs Land? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Alpo tastes better? Oh dear. Oh dear. Wow. Big Thunder was shut down every hour today. That's disappointing. Sure. Have you seen the new water bottle rule at Incredicoaster? There's a water bottle rule. Nate, get the $2. Thank you. 250 likes isn't enough. We can do better. I mean, you guys, you're disappointing Nate. You're disappointing Nate. Get that handled. When is Sophia ready for Incredicoaster? I think she's got to be 45 for that. I'm not sure. 45, 48. She's close, but not quite. Would you opt for removing Lightning Lane from Indiana Jones if you had the choice or chance? You mean completely like it's standby only? I would do that for every ride. I would do that for every single ride in the park. I'm not a fan of Lightning Lane. And don't misunderstand that as saying that it doesn't work and it doesn't valuable. 48, there you go. I think the park is better. I think the guest is better served if everything is standby. That's what I'm saying. Do you have any theories why the CEO of Disney World has lost interest in American history for the park? That's a loaded question, and I don't know how to answer that. Or I think I'm choosing not to. I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest, but I feel like there's something happened that has got people up in arms. But I mean, I feel like Magic Kingdom pays more respect to U.S. history than Disneyland does. There's a whole land, Liberty Square. No? Lightning Lane is great for once in a lifetime tourists, but not for regular visitors. No, Lightning Lane is a fail for every guest. If a once in a lifetime guest went to Disneyland and there was no Lightning Lane at all, they would have a freaking wonderful time. Okay? Lightning Lane creates the situation that it proposes to solve. If Lightning Lane didn't exist, you wouldn't need Lightning Lane. Okay, it's lightning lane that creates long standby lines because lightning lane is getting all the attention and they just keep sending lightning lane guests while the standby guests just stand there. If that wasn't happening, if lightning lane didn't exist, those standby guests would just be moving right through the queue. Lightning lane solves a problem that it itself creates. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Nate's board, get the 10 bucks, thank you. Where did the name FreshBaked come from? Also, hey, other Nates. I wanted something non sequitur. I didn't want to be too on the nose, and I just liked the way it sounded. Fresh Baked Disney, you know, like a baker. And then I baked videos every day, and which is what I did back then. I was putting out a video every single day. When did they add Lightning Lane? FastPass first came around in the 90s, I think it was, in the 90s. And even just regular FastPass, free FastPass, that did affect standby, but not nearly to the point, not nearly as badly as paid Lightning Lane does. Now that you got people paying for it, you have to give them priority because they paid for it, and people have an expectation of being treated differently once they've paid for something. With free FastPass, your mix rate would be completely different than the mix rate for paid Lightning Lane. And it's paid Lightning Lane that really put a dagger in standby. What Lightning Lanes have the worst Lightning Lane versus standby? It all depends on how impacted that Lightning Lane is for the day. But Space Mountain typically has probably the most consistently out of favor to the standby guest, is my guess. Whatever the most popular Lightning Lane attractions are, they're going to have the worst mix rate for standby guests. Did MaxPass let you pick your time slot? I don't think they did they? And by the way, just to clarify, because there's still a misunderstanding, MaxPass wasn't paid Lightning Lane. MaxPass was the ability to book fast passes with the app. You could still get free fast passes, paper fast passes. MaxPass was not paid fast pass. It was you were getting convenience of being able to book your fast passes in the app. Yeah, you didn't get to pick, I don't think you got to pick your return time for MaxPass. Andrew Circo, what do you think about the Universal Express Pass? Does that have a similar effect on Lightning Lane? No. Because of the price point for Express and for Fastlane, there is you have a better shot of getting a decent standby return time because there's not as many people using it. Okay, it also included PhotoPass. I think, no, Lightning Lane does not. Does Lightning Lane include PhotoPass? Eric Lawson, get the $5. Thank you. Would you please do an all rides challenge now that everything is open? I may try to. It depends on, I don't know. I may try to do it. Well, there's a lot of yeses there. What is that for? Julie Pollock, get the $10. Thank you. What's on your lunchbox on your shelf? That's from D23, like 6 years ago, maybe. It's It's the Fab Four riding the bike that the, you know, the Dapper Dans. They're the Dapper Dans. Oh, if Lightning Lane contained photos. There you go. Okay. Photo Pass is included with Lightning Lane. Okay. David, what is the security notice button on the FreshBaked app about? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Let me see if I can find out. FreshBaked presents. Sign in. There's a privacy thing with the for push notification, I mean for cookies. There's a push notification thing. I'll allow that. Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about the cookies? I don't see anything else. But it's just a notification to let you know that there's cookies, that there were, you know, that's pretty standard. Did you know that there used to be a Coco's restaurant? Yes, well, that's where the name came from. That restaurant used to be a mom and pop bakery. The FreshBaked name, that is. Will you and Liz do a Festival of Holidays food review video? I don't know. Babe, are we doing a Festival of Holidays food review video? She didn't hear me. Yes. Yes, we are. Hey.
Has anyone seen how big you are? Hi, what?
They were just asking if you're going to join me for Festival of Holidays.
I hope so. It depends if someone's going to watch Sophia.
Nobody has to watch the cat though, right?
No, he's fine.
Look at how big he is now.
8 months.
Look at how big this cat is. He's so big.
You won't see. Maybe he'll stay on the...
Oh, you want to try his box? Yeah. We got him a compression box so he can sit on the desk while I'm working. No, you like this. Meow. Okay. Now, compress. There you go. There you go. Compress.
Is he compressed?
He's not fully, not completely. He's not fully compressed. But he's thinking about it.
Get comfy.
Oh!
There you go. I can't. He's so cute.
Are you going to join me now? You're going to be my co-pilot for the next 3 minutes? There you go. Face the audience.
So cute. Bye.
Hi, buddy.
Aww.
I call him buddy sometimes.
Yeah.
And he's kidding. He's uncompressing.
Oh.
He's following you.
Alright, come on, baby. It was worth a shot.
Anyway, where was I? We got 3 minutes to go. Will you be doing a video for Disneyland holiday food too? Well, we'll probably do, you know, our usual like everything we ate for the month kind of thing. But I'm not going to try to eat everything in one day because I won't have her help, and there's way too much to eat. So I don't know. You know, it won't be like a you know. Magic Journeys, you know, foodie guide. Which, by the way, if you're looking to see what the food is like for Christmas at Disneyland, that's the video you want to watch. You want to watch my ass eat. Watch Miguel and Janelle. That's much better show for eating, you know, for eating videos. So yeah, if you guys don't know who Magic Journey is, you should check them out. Will you be in the park December 2nd or 3rd? I have no idea. What are your thoughts on drones coming to Disneyland Resort? They never will. The drone show that you guys saw that they were testing, that's for Paris. That's at least that's my belief is that they're doing a drone show in Paris and they're testing it here. Disney has a no-fly zone. It's very specific, very comprehensive. They can't fly drones over Disney. You can't fly drones over any highly populated area without a flight plan, and approval from the FAA. I don't know, whatever the flying committee. They can do it at Paris because there's a huge open field behind the park. So it's so that there's no guests where they're flying them. But you can't fly drones over a highly populated city like Anaheim. You just can't. What about the drone they used in opening of Galaxy's Edge? Well, that's probably something that they filed a very specific flight pattern for. Did they really do that? Was there a drone? I know they did it at Magic Kingdom or at Hollywood Studios. But I don't think they flew a drone over Disneyland. I don't think they did one at Disneyland. That was just Hollywood Studios, right? But anyway, if that is the case, then they probably filed a flight plan and had a very specific use, approval for that single use instance. McCormick James Sr., Bricky lied to us. I'm not sure what that means. Angels do drone shows. Where do they fly the drones? Where are they flown? Like over the parking lot or over again, maybe there's some sort of, use for that gets approval. But again, Disneyland specifically, I don't know. I don't think Angel Stadium has a no-fly zone thing, but Disneyland is a no-fly zone. That's been the case for as long as I can remember, for a while, I think, a long while. They do the drones within the parking lot and into the stadium. Okay. Over the parking lot. That's different. I would imagine that's probably something where they can give an exception when there's not a high density population that they're flying over. They're flying them over cars. The issue there, I think, in terms of being where you can use them and where you can't, is drones are prone to failure, and then once it fails, now you've got a missile. You've got a missile just getting ready to fly down and land on something, right? So, oh my gosh, it's 8:02. Found the security notice button under the 3 dots on the account page when I logged in. I'm on my laptop, so maybe I'm not seeing it the way you do. But I think you might be talking about data. How that there's certain data that we collect as part of the membership, but I'm not sure what the question is, to be honest, what the issue could be. But it's not anything nefarious as far as I know. I don't know. It's fairly innocuous, I'm sure. Fairly, standard, typical. Send me an email and I'll try to answer you better, because I can't do it while I'm on a live stream here. Send me an email or send a note through FreshBaked Presents, and I'll try to respond to that. And then I think that's it. I think we're good. I think it's 8:03 now. Actually, we went over by 3 minutes. So thank you guys very much for watching. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. FreshBaked.